Okay, good afternoon. So we're going to have our Blender challenge. This week we want to start making a game in Unity. So we've looked at all of your suggestions and we're going to go for a maze game. We're going to go for a Yorkshire themed maze game. So we're going to be a sheep and you've got to go through a dry stone wall maze. So we want to try and create a grassy background with a dry stone wall maze. That's our plan. So let's first gather some textures. I think my computer's just completely crashed. Nope, it might be alright. Here we go. If we search for stone tileable texture, we can save that. And we need a grass one as well. Yeah, I've got stone and we'll do the same for grass. The tileable means that you can wrap it around itself and it doesn't look weird. Like the left hand side of it wraps around to the right hand side of it as well. So we'll save that. Oh my goodness, what's an AVIF file? It's not what we want. We want a PNG or a JPEG, please. That's better. So we'll start with the grass. Shift A, add in a plane, scale it up and make it ginormous. We'll go to textured mode and we want to put a new texture on. So we'll start with the material. Add a new material. The base color of that material is going to be the blob. We want a image texture. Right, which image? Let's open the image. And hopefully in Blender, did I save it in textures? Oh, I did. Jolly good. There we go, grass. So we've got a grassy section. If we go to UV editing, then we should be able to select all with A and scale it either to make the box bigger or smaller. And if we've chosen a tileable texture, it should tile without looking too nasty. You can just about see where the edge of the texture is, but it's okay. Let's go back to layout. Right, now for the fun bit, we want to try and make a maze. So we'll start with a blob. I'll call it, so double click to resize, let's call it stone. Do the same kind of thing. So the material has a base color, but this base color is going to be a different picture, an image texture. Which image? Well, let's find the stone one. I think I put that in textures. Stone, there we go. And then if you go UV editing, zoom out, press A. You can see how it's kind of unwrapped the default cube into a cross shape. We do that in maths, don't you, in primary school? It's making a net. If you press A to select all of it and then S to make it smaller or bigger, you can choose how big the stones are in your dry stone wall, something like that. That looks okay to me. So next, we want to make a maze out of this. Well, you could, if you particularly wanted, I don't know, press 3 in edit mode and extrude it upwards and scale it down, but that's going to really mess up your UV editing. It's not the end of the world if you do that, because you can just select it all, press U and unwrap, but it's still going to be a bit messed up. Let's try U and Smart UV Project. There we go. Then that sorts out the UV. What is UV? Well, it's X, Y and Z in our three-dimensional space, and it's X and Y in our two-dimensional space. And to save getting confused, we call the X and Y in 2D space U and V. So it's just how do you splat a 2D texture onto a 3D space. So we have a blob that we can now grab and duplicate with Shift D and then hold down like X and Shift D lots. Well, that's going to get a bit repetitive and irritating. Wouldn't it be nice if you just had one of them and you could repeat it lots of times? Okay, how do we do that? Well, if we put a modifier on and an array modifier, then you can repeat it as many times as you like in whichever direction you like to try and make a little wall. So your job is to attempt to make a little maze. I'm going to Shift D in the Y direction. Try and make a dry stone wall maze that we can get a sheep in to run between to escape from the sheepdog and the tractor to get to freedom. That is going to be our game. All right, see what you can do.